Es gibt wieder etwas ganz Rasantes und das ist Nick Hamilton. Der ist professioneller Tourenwagenfahrer und der ist auch bei Project Cars 2 an der Entwicklung involviert. Nick, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. So we're here in Sweden talking about Project Cars 2. You're involved with the game. How did you get involved in this project?
I started out as a sim gamer. Started out on GTR 1. And at the time, obviously my family are big into motorsports and I didn't know whether I could have a career in motorsport myself in real, so I wanted a virtual sort of career and started out on GTR and didn't really know the collaboration between Simbin and Slightly Mad at the time. I got pretty professional. I had a gamepad to start with, got a steering wheel, and I couldn't use my legs, so I was just using buttons on a steering wheel, and got pretty good and entered the British Championship in 2009 and won the British Championship and sort of started my own racing career from there. Started in Renault Clio Cup and British touring cars, etc. And once Slightly Mad sort of knew my story, what I was about and my success in sim gaming, I was pretty much the perfect candidate to help push Project Cars along to sort of have simulation gaming on one side and real life on the other and sort of put them together. So I've been with them for the last 5 years now, working on Project Cars 1 and now Project Cars 2. So it's been quite a phenomenal story, really. The fact that they started out with GTR 1 it's their game that sort of started my career, and now I'm helping them with their other games. So it's quite an impressive story, and really proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, that is quite amazing. I mean, especially since you said you started off as a professional or as a gamer, and now you're also doing a professional driving and everything. So where do you think, or do you think there are even still differences between virtual racing and real life racing?
Yeah, definitely. Nothing's going to beat the real thing. And so, simulation gaming is always going to be trying to keep up and catch up with it. But the coolest thing is that technology is always improving. And so nowadays, back when I went from simulation gaming to real life, the technology was nowhere near as good as it is now. So you pick up Project Cars 2 and it's completely different, so much better than what I had back in the day. So that means you're a lot more prepared as a driver, going through a lot more different scenarios and really improving your skills. So you're always going to be catching up. Nothing beats the best and the most realistic, and obviously racing itself. But it doesn't mean we can't get close to it. And the bar is always being risen. It's always going to get bigger and bigger. So that means we just got to keep focused and try and make the experience of Project Cars and all the other titles that we end up doing, fun, enjoyable, but also to get people to learn more about the industry.
So you aren't a programmer, but you work with Slightly Mad. How do I have to imagine this collaboration? What kind of input do you give those guys before they hit the computers?
Well, basically, I'm the driver, so the whole point of me is to make every car that you drive in the game as realistic as possible. And the way we work is very, very unique. Slightly Mad is a very unique company, so we all work over forum. We hardly meet each other. There's so many people in the company working from home around the world. And so the biggest challenge for me was coming in and having to explain everything over writing. As a racing driver, you're used to speaking to your engineer, telling him everything, he makes the changes, and then you move forward. Or you come into the pit lane and they plug their computer into the car and it gives them all the data they need. Now, obviously, with Slightly Mad Studios and me giving my feedback, I have to explain what I'm feeling, in the virtual sense, to be able to give them the correct information for them to then go and program it into the game themselves. Now, they have a very tough job doing that. So I have to make sure that I explain it in the easiest way possible. But also my job is very important, because if I sort of don't give them the accurate feedback they need, I could send them on a wrong path. They could go in the different direction to where they need to be, and that could save us a lot of, cost us a lot of time, and really make things difficult. So it's been an interesting collaboration, but the company, they've been working like that for many years, and it seems to work very well. Everybody has a very good understanding of each other, and although we don't program, and we're not programmers. The people that do, they know a lot about motorsport. They know a lot about cars, and sometimes they teach me. So it's not the fact that we're working with people that don't know anything about motorsport. You know, they know their stuff. So
I guess you have to, otherwise you wouldn't be able to make such a game. You know, it just wouldn't work that way.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite dream car and why?
What's my favorite in the game, or?
No, just personal. In general, if you could have any car on this planet, what car would you pick? But you could only pick one car, and why would you pick that car?
I'd probably say Pagani Zonda.
Okay.
Mainly because I've been to Pagani and I've experienced their factory. My brother has one. He has a purple one, which is custom built. It's a Pagani Zonda LH, which is an absolute phenomenal car. And the amount of grip that it has, and the sound, and the attention to detail of the car is absolutely phenomenal. So I'd probably choose that if I could.
Do you know whether it's in the game?
It's not, but maybe if I ask Lewis nicely, we get some good restaurant shots and some good audio and put it in the game for him.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Then maybe we all get to drive that nice car as well. Thank you very much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. Ja, Nick Hamilton, der ist professioneller Rennfahrer, der kennt sich aus und dass der mit Slightly mehr zusammenarbeitet, ist natürlich eine coole Sache. Wie das Ergebnis dann wird, das sehen wir dann Ende des Jahres, wenn Project Cast 2 rauskommt.